Hello. Hello. Dang, it doesn't pick up the vocal fry very well. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate as well that the music doesn't run out of program. Hello, boy. Welcome. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so you'll have to give me a second to get my bag. A bag of food. Sounding very sleepy. That's because I am. I do not know why, but the last few days I've literally like woken up and felt like actual walking garbage. I couldn't explain it to you. I was gonna say the first thing is I don't know what the events are. So it's like a potion event. What else is there? Oh, you can also buy things. Do I need any of these? I don't think I do. Do any of these? Blue? Flowers? Oh god, I can't skip these. Oh no. Oh no, this is the worst. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Actually, I think I need to... I should probably do the thing where I actually eat instead of saying I'm gonna eat and then I don't do it. How's it going? You talk to me, that makes this easier. I'm really excited for is this character has been without gear for a very long time. For lack of a better way of putting it. Taking the day off tomorrow, so that's cool. Aside from that, I'm just hoping to sleep normally tonight. That's fair. I think wishing for normal sleep is sounds like a pretty normal wish in your scenario. Sorry, I don't want to laugh at that, but it's... I just think it's funny, when we... Like, how do I say it? When we need something so simple, you know what I mean? It's like I just want sleep. That's it. I just want good sleep. Is it possible that you can give me good sleep? I don't know what this is. Or... Fine to laugh, I've come to terms with my sleep being messed up. Yeah. I guess I was trying to clarify that the reason I'm laughing is that it's just like so unfortunate, you know what I mean? Okay. Sorry, so I'm excited for this character because they are going to graduate. Provided I have enough materials. After all, it has been messed up in different ways for years. Oh, really? So it was messed up in a different way previously? Check it out. We're gonna graduate. I'm also very excited to not do any damage with them. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be sick. It's going to be poggers, some people might say. Where's my gold?
저는 항상 기다리고 있어요.
I think that's 100.
마법은 정말 재밌어. 사격과 마법을 조합해 볼까? 절 상대할 만한 실력자 오늘은 뭐가 많이 팔리려나?
So I'm gonna do a quick damage just after this. I think I'm also gonna do a run of the event dungeon just so I don't forget. I've been meaning to record the pony run with that one. Which I did an attempt, but it was kind of like lackluster when I did it. So no. Yeah, you might also notice that the big sneeze. You might notice that the game isn't winterified now, which is pretty cool. Spirit peg. Sometimes it's not being able to fall asleep until 2 and 3 in the morning. Sometimes it's falling asleep after just 1 hour of trying to be awake. Of trying, but waking up 2 to 3 hours later, and sometimes it's just having my schedule flipped. Yeah. Those definitely all sound like sleep problems. In varying different capacities. Alright. Give me something good. It's actually not bad. Minimum roll on the second option, but the first option was max roll. Pretty good. Okay. Is there any other thing that I can do here? I only have one fearsome eye. Yeah. So I think one of the big things weighing this character down now is that they have like a blue mod. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it sucks, but I try to minimize my suffering and make the best of it. That's fair. That does sound like a lot of suffering, though. It's very, very unfortunate. Why is it so loud? It's very loud on my end. So, I have not practiced Battle Mage rotation at all. I'm just kind of winging it. But she did around like 240, I think, previously. Come on. There we go. One more full swing. One more chaser press. Oh. Really? 262. Damn, that is terrible. That is so bad. Do I have, air cap? I do. I'm missing enchants there. I mean, like, I'm basically missing... What is this? 30, 34, 68, 88, 108. +108 plus 120. It's 228. I'm missing like 228 and like a little bit of elemental damage. So we can literally fix that. I'm about to be real sad. Yeah, 305. Really frustrating that... Oh, did I get head pat? Thank you, Poi. Big thank you. So, I don't know, this is the frustrating thing about gearing for me, is that, like, literally doing this sandbag test, right? Is that, like, I did, like, 280 or whatever, right? Graduated from the previous raid with half decent gear. And, like, the very first thing people will tell you about, like, your setup is, like, you're not enchanted and you don't have these, right? And they'll be like, well, you'll do a lot more damage if you get those. And it's like, bro, you can literally change your stats in the training room. I can assure you that it doesn't do much. So, you know, that's fine. It's just frustrating. Just frustrating. This character has historically done, like, no damage. And, kind of sucks. You know what? Let's do a run on them? No. Yeah, let's do a run on this character, just for fun. So at least for the past 5-ish years, I've had stuff to listen to while trying to sleep. Which helps me fall asleep faster, as I don't keep awake thinking about life for 4 hours straight. But thanks for being part of that, I suppose. Yes. No problem, Floyd. No problems. I've been trying to do challenge runs and stuff. Like, I've been trying to replicate the Chain Rush Only run, but when you ban on-hit effects, it actually makes the Chain Rush Only run a lot harder. So... But I did have an idea. Because basically you need to make a showcase, right? For some skills or whatever. So I have an idea. it does involve me needing to edit. Which was kind of the plan, anyways, but... Just like... Needing to edit makes me sad. Also, did the bot command work? It did, right? Should be connected right now. Thing sure. Because I literally forgot the other day and was like, yeah, look at these emotes. And then it's like, oh, the bot's not connected. That's hyper lol. Welcome as well. Welcome, welcome. You'll have to forgive me, because I'm particularly morning voice right now. And also, I'm eating. Ah. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Really funny whenever I ask how's it going, because like asking how my students are doing was like part of my routine when I was teaching, so it feels weirdly familiar to need to ask people how they're doing, which I think is kind of funny. Daily routine. Habit. Yep. Except normally from my students I would get like, I'm tired, or I don't want to be here. I'm like, damn. Roasting me straight to my face, I see. But yeah, that's fair. You're hungry? Then eat as well. Why aren't you eating? Eat food. Stop being hungry. Oh, thank you, Rance. Welcome. Not a whole lot. I really want to eat this food that's in front of me, but I get caught up in feeling like I need to be doing something on the screen, or people will be bored. Oh, you know what was really weird yesterday? It kind of makes me wish I could, like endurance stream for longer, because the stats for I have no available food unless food includes people. That actually sounds very unfortunate. I hope you are relieved soon of your hunger. Alright, I think you mentioned that you write stuff. France. I remember that. Right. It is time for me to pair. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the stats for the Dishonored stream, was it actually... It hit a pretty high concurrent viewer count, sort of towards the middle. Which is like... That just nods to like streaming being hyper random sometimes. Like sometimes people check you out and then like there's just a lot of people there randomly for no reason. And sometimes that doesn't happen. But the longer you stream, the more chance you have of it happening. I think. I think. Do I want stuff from you? I guess that fills in my emblems, but I kind of want to buy this stuff. This stuff. How close am I to done? I'm pretty far. That's... I'll figure that out later. I have around 7 to 9 for a good bit, if I remember correctly. Yeah! Yeah, which is interesting. In the report it said 12, but I think afterwards it said, no, your highest was 9. So, I imagine there might have been like 3 bots hovering, trying to get at my throat. Alright. It is time for the Black Purgatory. If the grind to 100 is a thing. Yeah, that's hopefully it. Man, I don't want to have to post. Alright. I'm gonna wait for a bit so that I can eat. Hello JV, how's it going? How are things? It's going. I'm trying to eat this food. Oh no. Am I grinding towards 100? I don't know. I think that's the hope. I appreciate the thought, JV, but I literally can't do a 24-hour endurance stream. Give me 12 hours rest, 6 hours, and then another 12 hours. Seen that done before? Yeah, so like 2 12-hour streams in a row. That's fair. It's certainly an idea. Yeah, I think the main thing I'm concerned about is that I literally wouldn't be able to talk for 12 hours. And as a broadcaster who, like, particularly likes talking, I would feel bad for not speaking. Yeah, I just feel kind of bad. OnlyFans? Yes, please. Thank you. I need a sandwich. 1 second. Also, why is nobody taking my Elementalist? Are you serious? Bro. She just kitted out. What do you mean? Take it. Oh, man. That's like... Sorry, I read that in a certain way that makes it sound like hypercopium. It's like you can put knockers on your avatar and get them sims. Jokes aside, growth tends to be slow. And it's like... What do you mean growth tends to be slow? It's been 25 years. What do you mean growth tends to be slow? Where's the growth? Where's the growth, Rance? It's been 25 years, Rance. Where's the growth? Oh, God. That's a booba joke in case anybody didn't get it. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing a 24-hour endurance stream anytime soon. I'd probably ruin my voice more than I already have. Alright, they're looking for sends, so maybe they'll take a send. Take my send. Oh, they took me. Where are my potions? This potion? This potion? Oh. Go in my bar. Oh. Great. Oh yeah, you're asking for a friend? Alright, dude. Yeah, that's fine. Jeez. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not a lotion mage. I'm not a lotion mage, I'm a time mage. That being said, as I've said multiple times before, I think being a time mage, I can change my appearance at will. Oh, hey, we got another sub. Welcome that person to House Lyria. Give me one moment, so that I can actually play the alert for you. Oh, where is it? Hold on a moment. There you go. If you want your name to show up in the bottom right, please let me know. Oh, is it gonna play the alert? Hello? It's not playing it. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I didn't play it, but... Welcome that person to House Lyria. Let me know if you want your name in the bottom right, and I can accommodate that for you. Oh. Oh. Hello? Else? Reset? I didn't see it. I literally didn't say, like, or didn't see it say, like, skills reset on the screen. No, it's very confused. I guess I could have checked my cooldowns instead of asking. It's fair. You know, I was thinking I actually wanted to go back to Dishonored 2. I think I said this before, but I kind of wanted to do a Dishonored 2 run where, like, I take no powers. It'd be no powers, hardest difficulty, and, still, like, ghost non-lethal. With the added difficulty that it's, like, ghost non-lethal, and I have to hide all the bodies. So it has to be 0 bodies detected, 0 detections, and all that stuff, but with no powers. I was thinking of streaming that, but I actually kind of wanted to just do it by myself anyways. It would allow me the chance to practice the bottle throwing technique. I also don't know if it means I can't equip bone charms. Because, like, there's a decision at the start of the game, right, where you can, like, choose to have the outsiders help or not. And I'm not sure if that means I also can't have bone charms. But yeah.
그렇게 거리둘 필요는 없지 않아? 친하게 지내자고. 평생 가두고 싶은 녀석일 때는 내게 얘기해.
Alright. We have eaten our food. Also, yeah, perspective. You have 80 people who subscribe to you. It might not seem like a lot, but, like... yeah, I recognize that 88 people is actually kind of, like, a lot. Oh, was the rapper really loud? I'm sorry. My model looks weird when I'm eating. I look like a fish, bro. That's rude. One of these streams I'm gonna show up and be a mermaid. And you're gonna regret it. You'll just be saying factual information. Alright. Take me. Do it. Take me into your BP4. Fish cannibalism? I guess I'd have to be eating fish. Or I could do it on the... yeah, it could be on a day that I cook fish. Be kind of like cannibalism. But yeah, I mean, I think if I was a mermaid, I would eat other mermaids all the time. Totally, 100%. For real. Right, they don't want to take my Elven Knight. I don't know why, honestly. I do big damage. Switch. You already almost killed me with the math? I monkey don't like to think. Not entirely sure what that's in relation to, but yes. Oops. I mean, the math I did on stream, like, in reality, was pretty simple stuff. It's more like context-driven math that makes it harder. This party also doesn't want to take me in their level 4, bro. Come on. And you said factual? Factual. I'm sad those people don't want to take me. They do damage. Try making our own. Yeah, I'm pretty close to a fish. Look, because I have the wing thing looks kind of like a fin. Right? Then I can change the side floopers into fins as well. Then I look like a fish. Huh. Speaking of which, really like the art style of this game. Definitely what piqued my interest. All the NPCs and bosses look so cool. Yeah, it's definitely got a certain aesthetic. I don't really know how to describe DFO's aesthetic, but it has an aesthetic for sure. Well, how hard is it to find a sin? Bro, you're not a sin. What do you want? Oh, there we go. That looks like a synergy. Oh. Alright, here we go. Let's go. Spinning. I have a meeting tonight with one of my project groups. And I am very concerned. Because we have to solve like a system problem, and I have concerns at their ability to do that. It also kind of sounded like they weren't interested in putting too much time or effort into it. Which is like, okay. But it sucks because when we were making groups, right, we basically had a team selection process of like, we brainstormed a bunch of topics, and then you could like put your name around topics that you were interested in, and like maybe start brainstorming or elaborating on them. And I got pretty deep into that, right? And then after doing like continued brainstorming by myself, it kind of turned into, oh, nobody was interested in the topic that I was interested in. So, yeah. Feels bad, man. And I got auto-assigned, like, the last two people who, like, I think weren't even present in class. And it's like, oh. Okay. Fine. Sure. Whatever. know. So I'm hoping that goes well, but I'm not hopeful. Also, I don't know if I told the story on the stream, but we basically had to, like, I might have not, I'm not sure. I mean, you guys could tell me, but we had to basically, like, pitch our idea for what we were gonna do, and, like, our group had a few, like, you know, I'm gonna say quote-unquote creative ideas, but, like, we were thinking, like, of a lot of things to do, and then the prof, like, had to stop us mid-presentation and go, like, this is off basis for the project. And that we'd have to, like, change a lot of stuff. And I kind of went, like, oh. So we couldn't do the majority of the things that we wanted to do. And, now we basically have to start from, like, scratch, kind of. Because we... like, our previous brainstorming just didn't matter anymore. So we're basically starting, like, a week behind on this project. And, like, 2 weeks behind because we're starting it kind of late as well. And, yeah, I'm concerned. That's basically it. Basically, I'm concerned. That was a mistake.
더 이상 가족을 잃 주민들은 모두 어디로 간 걸까요?
Yeah, the theme was supposed to be undead stuff. So we had a lot of ideas revolving around, like, dying and undying and stuff. And it turned out that none of that was possible. It's like, okay, cool, sure, that's fine. Everything is fine. It's literally the "it's fine" picture. Oh! I forgot to do the thing. My brain. I'm too space brain today. Nice. Good, good. I want to check out how much damage I did. On this character in particular, because he's kind of new. It's like an okay amount, right? Oh, four might actually be low. 4 might be a bit low. I might have executed something wrong, though. Which is fine. Who needs eyes? Do you need eyes? You need eyes, right? Think so? Oh, they must have just completed one. That's why. This is 4. That's me to 11, 12, 13. So, I think I'm gonna run one more character so that I can pass off enough stuff to my Crusader so that she can upgrade, and then I'll run my Crusader for fun. Was I just like muted for a really, really long time? Because that'd be hyper embarrassing. Tell me, what? I know this is kind of like a hard thing to answer, but what is the last thing you remember me saying? No? Okay, thank God. I thought I was just like, because I looked and my mic was actually muted and I was like, oh God, wait. Wait. Wait a minute, no. No. Oh God. That would have been so bad. Thank you for confirming, Swell. Oh, that would have been real bad. Okay. 3, 2, 1, crawl. Need a synergy. Didn't really look at this person. Their adventure fame's very low. Why is that? Seem to have everything. They're an assassin. They're missing their bottom and top enchant for some reason. Oh, they have no avatars. That's interesting. That's probably why. That is okay, though. I'm a bit concerned that our damage is low, honestly. How's our satyr? They don't... I just realized that our Crusader does not have any Sirocco gear, which might be a problem. Might be a bit yikes. Because this party might be a little bit weak. I feel like I should bring a stronger character. BP2 looking for Sin, please. Where are the synergies? Okay, that seems better. Give me a few seconds. Buy some potions. Oh. I don't know why these are on here. Okay, starting. Here we go.
오늘따라 헤어진 오빠 생각이 자꾸 나는군요.
Here we go, here we go. Oh yeah, I don't know if I got to say the, kind of like... I remember bringing up that there was, like, written posts about, I brought up written posts yesterday that I had to do for, like, an assignment, right? And I think I got sidetracked, but I don't think I ever mentioned that, like... that one of the things that I was excited about was someone actually replied to it, and they were, like, pretty nice. And I was like, oh my god. One person actually responded, like read and responded. Wow. Isn't that nice? Feels good, man. Let's say there's kind of weird. Anticipated this, which is why we swapped. It does feel a little weird though to like need to force people to respond. I don't know. Some of the answers feel a little weird. Oh. I'm excited actually also to maybe stream Master Duel again. Because I honestly don't even know how to judge the success of the first episode. But outside of that, like, I just hit Plat 5 again on, like, the newest ranked season. Oh. Stop. With, another deck that I played a very long time ago called Madolches. And I think that would be fun to play on stream. It is a very clicking heavy deck. That's my biggest problem with school, not so much with college, but it's all kind of weird. Like, it sucks to see my sister lose passion due to bad projects killing the passion. Like, lose passion to write. Yeah! School is definitely a weird thing. It is a weird, difficult thing. Ugh. What title is that? Will of the Virtuous. That title is just very pretty. Yeah, for sure, like, when you turn something into work, it's easy to lose the passion, right? I think it's that balance of, like, intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, you know what I mean? But there's, like, extra baggage, right, that happens when you have to do it for, like, another reason that's not just because, like, you kind of feel like doing it. And then part of that baggage gets made up by with, like, well, we'll pay you money. Right? Because it turns into work. But I don't know. I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions on your... like, how your sister is, but, like... there's also always the possibility that, like, you know, maybe it's just not something they were fully interested in. Which, like I said, doesn't necessarily always pertain to, like, the person who you're talking about, but I definitely think some people just, like, you know, they go for something and then they find out they're not super interested in it. Like, some people's perspective on college is that, like, you go to college to find out what you don't want to do. Is literally what some people say. So you, like, go to college, you, like, get partway through a degree and go, like, man, all of this sucks. I'm leaving. But I guess there's kind of the same sort of thing when, like, or, like, it's sad when you see, like, someone who definitely, like, looks very passionate, or maybe, like, they have the capability of producing something, like, very interesting. Whether that be, like, writing or art or something, and then just go, like, well, the passion's gone, I'm not doing it anymore. Right? So I could do that example from, like, you know, the perspective of my streams, right? Which is kind of like... oh, this guy's gonna get us killed. Oh, that's unfortunate. We might have been able to burst. And I didn't really acknowledge that we should keep bursting. But I'll, like, say that this is mildly egotistical, right? Jeez, my tongue is getting really stuck in my teeth. Yeah, worst thing is how it breaks people's passion. Like, I have people at work to be like, I can't do that because I'm not good at it. I know, grading gets people, like, how I lost passion in saying due to a horrible experience with a music teacher. Something very weird happened there. Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
선한 자에게는 자비를,
I think there's like a good and bad way, maybe, for like describing stuff like that. I don't know.
어디선가 종소리가 들리는
Um.
가까운 곳에서 오는
Also, I don't know why this person linked their damage, but like, I don't know what that damage link from earlier was, but
더
like,
이상 가족을 잃고
but-
아픈 자가 없길.
let's go again.
어디선가
It's
종소리가
like really weird to link your total damage for everything, because that includes damage to trash mobs. It's very, very weird. Anyways, so... yeah, sometimes grades make it harder to learn. But also, like, there's certainly a way to, like... I think they just need to be used for the right thing, you know what I mean? Because, like, you should be able to look at your grades and compare them to yourself so that, like, you understand if you're improving or not. And then, like, grades compared to other people should also matter in a sense that you can tell how, like, you know, if you're doing okay. So it's like, if the average in the class is like 60, and you get a 60, then you're like, okay, yeah, everything's fine. Like, but then, like, percentages should probably also be an indicator of like how much of the course material people are learning. Whereas like some profs don't view it that way. It's like you would assume that if people like understood the course material very in depth, that they would get 100s. So it's like if you truly understand like the entirety of the course material, you should get a 100. But some people don't do that. Oh wow, that's awkward. Thank you, Seder. Man, Varus is being like a real pain in the ass right now. What was that? Dang.
더 이상 가족을 잃고 아픈 자가 없길.
Yeah, so there's definitely like a way to encourage people and to not encourage people, but like I think there's just a certain perspective change when you stop doing things for just fun. Kind of sad that we had to do bears again, but it was better. Happens. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just push for like A's and stuff. That's like when you don't do that, it's kind of like you dumb. But what I was gonna say was like, I think that kind of just applies to anything where you like start doing stuff, right? Or like the original point was like the perspective of someone who is watching somebody else who maybe has potential, right?
어디선가 종소리가 들리는 것 같아.
So I was gonna say like this may sound egotistical, but like I assume people see something in my content. I don't know what that is, right? But I assume some people see something in my content. And then I could go like, alright, well, I don't care and I'm not gonna do like anything anymore. Like I'm gonna not do any art, I'm gonna stop streaming. Gonna not do any music. I'm just like not gonna do anything. I'm gonna like go I don't know, do something boring, work a desk job, right? And then, it's funny, streaming is technically a desk job, but I think not in the traditional sense. But yeah, like, people would be sad, right? But again, it might... Like, it really depends. It's like, was that person, like, one encouraging message away from, like, keeping doing what they're doing, or were, like, they unhappy? Because they could have just been unhappy. And I think, like, the thing we fantasize about, as far as, like, artistic fields go, is, like, I feel like people tend to, like, look at the result a lot. So, like, generally, if someone, like, shows you an art piece, or, like, a piece of music or something, you only see the end result. Without kind of, like, fully understanding how much work got put into it. You maybe have, like, an assumption of how much work, or maybe, like, they told you how long it took and how much work it was, but, like... I feel like that's the thing that's always bothered me, right? Because people... Oh wait, this is white, I think. Oh, they're just burning. Right. I don't know why I was doing the mechanic. That was a bit of an oops. Yeah, for example, people, like, always told me I was, like, the talented kid who did, like, art, drama, and music. And had pretty, like, decent, like, academic grades. But it's like there was basically no... There was no nod to, like, how much effort that took to actually do that, right? So it's like, yeah, maybe they make good music, but maybe it takes them, like, way too much, like, effort to do that. Maybe it's, like, way too difficult for them to do that. Adults are kind of told to give up on their passions. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree. Right? Like, I don't think bad grades and stuff necessarily, like, directly translate to, like, you should give up on your dreams. I think it's more like, it could be a better support structure. See a lot of unhappy people not doing something they're good at, which sucks. Yeah, but again, like, that's the thing, right? Is that, like, you have an observation of what you think they are good at. Right? And I'm just saying that, like, other people said that I could be, like an all-star, like, solo pianist performer or, like, god-tier composer. And I'm neither of those things. So, like, your perception of what other people can do is, like, separate from maybe how they feel. And the other thing, too, is that, like, what I felt pressured into saying a lot of the time, because, like, I was the person who had the talent, right? Like, I was the person who was expected to do things, right? Is that, like, I would feel pressured into, like, I would feel pressured into saying, like, oh yeah, I'm totally excited to, like, do stuff. I mistyped. I meant to say people don't do something because they think they're not good at it. Yeah. So, like, I guess that's a factor, right? That's like a factor. Again, like, the support structure can sometimes be kind of bad. So, people give up on stuff. Sad reality, unfortunately. We don't have enough black crystals to do the thing that I wanted to do. So I don't know if I want a different character. Still haven't run this character. BP2. BP2, looking for all. I'm just saying that, like, I think there's more to it than, like, negative reinforcement. I'm suggesting that, like, the amount of effort that it takes to, like, do something at, like, a very high level is a lot of effort. And some people who, like, enjoy things as a hobby, like, cannot perform at what it takes to do things at a high level. Kind of struggle with that myself, so just sympathize with that and recognize that about myself. Alright, even if I suck, since I love doing it. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is that, like I said, there's a certain expectation on what you need to be able to do in order to, like, succeed at, like, an artistic field, right? And it's usually, in my experience and opinion, it's usually more than you think it is. So, yeah. And actually info this person. Someone is honking outside and I don't know why. Right, that look. So do this. So yeah, I can certainly, like, keep doing things even if you're bad at it. But the thing is, like, people want to be good at things, right? A lot of this, I feel, can be summed up as people are told, and not without reason, to not quit their day jobs. Yeah, I think that's, like, a good way of, like, putting it, or part of it, right? Because it's, yeah, it's unfortunate, because, you know, as I've said multiple times, right, I don't do everything in my power to be able to, like, grow my brand, right? Like, to use a very specific term. And the thing is that, like, while I can conceptualize things that I might want to do or that I should be doing, the reality is that I probably can't do those things. Or I would have a very tough time being able to do all of it. Right? That tends to be my problem in general. But, right? So you could actually say I'm a pretty bad streamer. Right? From that perspective. Right? So you go like, should you quit your schooling in order to pursue streaming? And it's like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I should quit my day job of being a student, where I probably have a much more fruitful career. You know what I mean? This person's maybe a bit under. Ooh, wait. Hold on a second. Ooh. 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 I'm just gonna expel them. Sorry. Didn't look at your gear that well. Yeah, Rance, well, like, that's what we're trying to say, though, right? Rance, and kind of like, as Poi put it, it's like, for circumstances that are outside of, like, outside of just wanting to do things, that are, like, other rules of life that are important, right? So it's like, yeah, I would like to continue doing this thing, but also, like, I kind of need to have food and shelter and stuff. And it's bad when I don't have those things. Yeah. Also, yeah, some people aren't skilled enough to do things at a level that can sustain them. Which, like, you could also say, it's like, man, I wish we could just do things that we enjoy. But, like, we live in a society. But, like, that's the thing, is, like, we're not really set up to do that. There's, like, an expectation in our society that you, like, do something that's worth paying you money for. And that you use that money to survive. So, I don't know. Because, like, you're saying that people directly tell other people that they should give up on their dreams, and, like, I don't know if I, like, to an extent, I believe that happens, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, that happens, but also indirectly that happens. You know what I mean? You don't have to be good to have a hobby. That expectation, I guess, is my problem. Yeah, you can do things and be bad at them, right? I'm just saying that, like, people seek out mastery, and we compare ourselves to other people all the time, right? So you're like, you know, like, if I was trying to do art and stuff, like, I can't help but compare myself to other people who do art. So some people do that, and they get disappointed that their skill isn't very high. Right? But again, like, why are we even comparing ourselves? Right? And they get unmotivated. So it's the same thing with grades. It's like, well, you have this person who's not doing too well in their writing course. And then it's like, does that mean they should quit? Well, it's like, I don't know. How bad do they feel? And then other people will compare you to other people on the basis of, like, whether you're worth their time. So it's like, I get compared to a different, like, another streamer. Right? Like, I get compared to another streamer. And then some people will, like, not participate in my content because to them, I am not good enough. So, like, if I'm not good enough on an axis to, like, be successful, then it is not worth it for me to quit my day job. I would really love it if I could quit my day job and just sit at my desk as an anime girl and, like, play video games. That'd be pretty sweet. I'd be down for that. I'm just aware that that's not currently happening. Which is a recipe for disaster. Quitting doesn't solve the issue, that's all I'm saying. It depends what the issue is, Rance. If you need to pay for a house and food, quitting sometimes is the answer. Not everybody is in the situation where they can, like, pursue things. And that's kind of the problem. You don't have to quit your day job. I never made that argument. Yeah, but the thing is, like, in order to pursue things that you're passionate about, some people need to quit their day job. Like, what's it called? It's, there's a specific term for this. It's not risk aversion. Opportunity cost. That's what it is. So, like, by doing anything else, than the thing that you want to be doing, like, there's an opportunity cost. So, like, in order to spend time to do one thing, you need to not be doing another thing. Like, you literally cannot spend 3 hours working at, like, your day job and spend that same 3 hours, like, practicing your art. It is literally impossible. Unless you're, like, not doing your job and practicing art instead. Right? So we're suggesting that, like, the amount of effort you would have to put in to comfortably, like, do the thing that you want to be doing instead of the thing that you feel like you've given up on your dreams and whatever, right? Like, there's an opportunity cost. And some people, like physically, based on their living condition, cannot fulfill that opportunity cost. And then some people emotionally can't fill that opportunity cost, right? Like I said before, there's, like, the comparison stuff where, like, it's less about physically needing, like, a need, and then it's, like, more filling, like, a competency need. Where it's like, I want to be good enough to, like, justify my ability to be doing stuff.
오늘따라 헤어진 오빠 생각이 자꾸
Like, I also think people should just, like, do stuff that they feel passionate about. But I also recognize as, like, an artist that, like, part of intrinsic motivation for a passion is feeling competent. So some people give up because they don't feel competent enough. I think it takes, like, a... I was gonna say moderately enlightened, but, like, I think it takes, like, a, you know, like, a certain set of circumstances and also, like, a different mindset to be able to pursue like that. Alright. So it might be possible that, like, we would need a more specific example, but, like, let's like run through this example, right? It depends on what you're passionate about. Lots of people are passionate about things they can do, right? Giving up will make you unhappy in the long run. So there was a few things. If we kind of go backwards, right? The first thing that, like, I hear, right, is, like, giving up will make you unhappy in the long run. So, what I was suggesting with, like, giving up will make you unhappy in the long run is, like, so someone has a passion, and then they're like, I'm gonna give up on it and do something else due to circumstance. Which we've kind of already suggested may be, like, societal or personal or whatever. Like, there's a number of reasons why you would give up in the short term, right? And then it's like, you will be unhappy in the long run, right? So it's like, there's a suggestion that, like, you will be happier if you actually pursued your passion, which I was suggesting that I don't think is necessarily true. I actually don't know if I would be happier if I was pursuing a composing job. I think, as a matter of fact, I might actually just be very stressed. I also don't necessarily know if I would have been happier if I was a performer, because I think performing is also very stressful and like might not have made me happy, right? So the thing is, like, you can regret a bunch of those things or like not doing those things, but like, you know, or you could be like, maybe it just wasn't for me, was what I was suggesting. So I guess what I was kind of saying is that, like, sometimes it's appropriate to just be like, you know, maybe they just won't be happy there. Even if you see that they might have potential, they might just not be happy there, period. Like, at all. Because to put into an extreme example, right? If my parents suggested that I have so much talent in music, and they can't believe that I gave up on music for whatever reason, either societally because I felt like I wasn't going to make enough money, or because, like, I felt like I wasn't skilled enough in comparison to my peers, so I felt bad. But they kept pushing me, and they said, like, you know, I can't believe you'd give up on this thing because, like, I can see that you're good at it, and I think that you should do this, right? It's like, that doesn't, like, account for how I feel about the thing that you're telling me I'm good at. And I'm telling you that I am not skilled enough to be a performing musician, and I would like to not do it. So, that was like a perspective I was trying to share. I think you were suggesting in other cases that, like, well, maybe they do or were legitimately passionate about a thing that they cannot pursue, which we suggested was more of like more of a societal problem, because, like, we don't have the wiggle room to, like, be able to pursue things that we want to do. This one. Oh, that's more gold than I have. Now that at least I would be way more stressed if I was going for education in physics instead of chemistry, simply because I'm worse at physics. Yeah, there's that too. So that's kind of like, again, when people, like, aren't skilled at things, they feel bad. Like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's not worth the effort. I get that, but I'm just talking about if you want to, that's all. Yeah. And then, so with that statement, right, I was suggesting that there are people who, like, sound like they want things, but then don't, like, put in enough effort to, like, reach that goal. Right? Which, again, we can, like, blame society if we want to, right? And be like, well, maybe people shouldn't be big asses when, like, right? It's like, people shouldn't be rude when I'm trying to, like, just practice my art and stuff. Which I think, to an extent, makes sense. I think we could be more supportive of artists, and that might be nice. But the other perspective is you could see reality for what it is, which is that people are cruel. A lot of people aren't very supportive of you. And also that, like, it's very difficult to pursue your passion. So if you accept that, like, your passion's going to be very difficult to pursue, people probably aren't going to support you, and you're unlikely to be successful, then you can go like, okay, I understand all of those things, and I'm going to do it anyways. Right? But if you, like, remain ignorant of that, and just, like, hope for the best, well, you might end up homeless. Like, right? You gotta have a plan. That's why, like, my fallback plan for music was to teach. because I knew that like solo performance and composing are both very high risk jobs. And then I was like, maybe I'll go into that. And then I was like, I don't really feel confident, I'm just gonna teach. And now I'm going in a different direction. So I don't think I have like an adequate perfect solution for that, mostly because like I'm not actually successful, right? But like I think the reality is that it's complicated. And I also think that there is kind of like again that sad factor of like yeah, sometimes people like don't get to pursue things for like reasons outside their control. And then I also think that like some people aren't strong enough to like handle their creative field because it's pretty ruthless out there. That feeling bad should not be an issue. I'm not sure. I don't know how to bring. Maybe this. I'm not sure the feeling bad part. I don't remember what part was there. But sometimes you should do something and circumstances stop you. That's fine, but letting yourself be ruined by that will make you unhappy. So basically agree with everything but the emotional reason. I think it's important, Rance, for you to understand, like, people's emotional capabilities. So, like, as someone who's kind of, like, a proponent for, like, you know, demonstrating willpower, right? Like, I'm personally someone who believes, like, willpower above all else. You're kind of, like... The problem is, like, most people can't do that, including the people who claim willpower above all else. You know what I mean? So, like, I personally claim willpower above all else, and I'm not in a composing job. You know what I mean? So it's like some people do, like, legitimately need to stop because it's like bad for their mental, you know what I mean? And like that's okay. It's like some people can't handle it. And again, that's okay. It's just like it happens. I agree that ideally people shouldn't feel bad about being bad at a hobby, but sadly it's impossible for most people to disconnect themselves from other people's skill. Exactly. It's just, like, impossible. Like, we compare ourselves to other people all the time. Like, you can break a lot of things into like, dualities, right? I think even by suggesting, like, you know, that there's, like, people who give up on things due to emotional reasons and people who like don't give up on things due to emotional reasons is like a duality, right? And you're like throwing the people who like have emotional needs under the bus, right? So that's like a method of you comparing two things, I guess. So like what happens when like you hit your break point as far as like emotional stuff goes, right? And now you're in the category of like someone who gave up on something due to their like emotional inability. Well, you just like threw those people under the bus previously, so now I guess you feel extra bad. And it's like you just didn't have to do that. Like it's not impossible though. Problem with that reasoning is basically giving yourself excuse to not deal with the issue. Well, it's like some people's way of dealing with the issue is not confronting it. And it's like no, you're like forcing yourself to confront like a thing. It's like some people either can't or are not like ready to like face that thing, either due to like societal reasons or personal reasons or whatever. Right? Like, I feel like that's the thing you're not understanding, right? It's like literally some people cannot do that. And that's okay. It's like okay for you to not feel inspired. It's okay for you to not feel passionate sometimes about something. And then like, if you accept that, then it's easier to like maybe reconsider and go like, you know, and then maybe you can try again. But like, being in denial and completely stressing yourself out, right? It's like, well then we're talking about like long-term unhappiness, right? And it's like, well, what happens to that person when they have like a mental breakdown, right? Because they've been trying for so long, right? And they're only at 88 subs, and they're like comparing themselves to other people, and then they just like feel really bad all the time, and they keep doing it anyways, and then they just feel really bad, and it all sucks. So I feel like that would be the perspective that I'd be taking if I didn't accept the fact that, like, you know, I feel kind of bad when I compare myself to other people. But I don't let it get to me, but I also don't, like, not acknowledge it. Right? It's like, am I at my emotional breakpoint? I don't know. But it's better to, like, think about it and acknowledge that it's a limiter than, like, ignore it and just, like, push without thinking. Also, while I think part of comparison comes from social pressures and stuff, it's also human nature as far as I know. So, the interesting thing about that statement is that, like, I don't really want to touch this topic that deeply, right? But there are, like, some philosophical texts that suggest that, like, it is possible to be happy without comparing yourself. And that it's like a separate thing for you to, like, be able to exist without comparing yourself. Oh, they didn't have a thing. So now we're talking about regret, right? And it's like, regret is the concept of opportunity costs, right? So it's like, whenever there's a situation with an opportunity cost, it's very likely that you're going to regret something either way. Right? So it's like, you're going to kind of like want what you don't have, I think is kind of the concept. So you decide to pursue art, and then you don't have money because you pursued art. I don't know. Like, you are not the most successful artist. Right? And then you might regret it. Like, you might regret not having money instead. So it's like a trade-off. There's an opportunity cost. That may be, but I woefully know little about psychology. Yeah, I don't, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know either. I'm just kind of like spouting out paraphrase of like somebody else, right? And I guess I don't really want to like talk about who that person is because I feel like that makes me a nerd, but also like I died. But yeah, it was like there's a suggestion that like what's it? It's like if you can freeing yourself of comparison is like a freeing idea. It makes it easier to live when you don't need to compare yourself all the time. So sorry I'm rigid on this, but guess it's personal experience. I guess I just have to understand people are different since I can't wrap how people could be happy like that. But that's just me at the end of the day. Yeah, so the thing is I don't know if I'm like explaining it correctly or something. Or if there's like a thing that is being misunderstood. Because like, let me think about it. It's like I feel like a good example might be like, what were you passionate when you were like a kid, right? Like rants, anything you were passionate about when you were younger. I feel like when you're playing video games on the internet, being seen as a nerd is not that great of an issue. That's a fair point. I mean, this might be kind of hard because, like, we'll see what you say. I can't tell if you're thinking about something or not thinking about something. Lots of things I was passionate about, like Sing didn't follow through with it, but at least I tried, which makes me feel good, I guess. Right. So I mean, like, I would guess that that's a pretty good example, right? So like, instead of singing, right? You're currently not a singer, Rance. So instead of singing, you're pursuing like writing and your day job. Because you said you're like at work and stuff. So like, you have your day job and then you have writing, because that's like the thing you're passionate about right now. Right? So it's like, do you think you would be happier if like, instead of writing, you'd be singing right now? Because, like, in my view, right, Like, the singing is something that, like, you have given up on. And, like, right, by your logic, it doesn't matter if you, like, faced adversity. Like, if you were even slightly passionate about it, like, you should have pushed for it. Right? And you should have kept pushing for it. But the thing is, like, you have to realize, like, what that means. Like, you cannot have pursued singing because you used the opportunity cost of your time to do other things. So, like, you are currently writing. And, like, how happy are you right now that you're writing instead of singing? Do you actually know the, like, maximum quantity of happiness you could have had when you were singing? So it's like, people give up on passions all the time, and that's okay. They just, like, do other things. And, like, maybe under certain, like, other circumstances, they might go back to singing. Right? If it's something you're truly interested in, I might encourage you to go back to singing, maybe just for fun. Right? But then if you try it again, and then you kind of run into the same thing where it's like, oh, I just, like, am actually not really having fun here, then, like, it's okay to give up and not do the thing. Right? So, like, that's an okay example. But, like, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good example. Is that a good example? I don't know. Did that make sense to anybody? I feel like that was a good example. I'm getting a bunch of zero in chat, so I don't know. Maybe I said a dumb thing.
선한 자에게는 자비를, 악한 자에게는 철퇴를 내리시는 주여. Yep, definitely, but I guess I don't view that as giving up. I think that's where the disconnect is coming from, just choosing a different avenue to write. Yeah, so I think it's important to be able to, like, to view that same kind of, like, decision to go to something else, like, as similar. Because while, like, right? Because, like, you gave up singing because, like, you weren't too passionate about it, and also the, like, the risk was low for not continuing to go into it, right? It, like, wasn't your main passion, right? So why do people give up on their main passion, right? And I think sometimes people give up on their main passion because, like, it is their side passion. So it's like some people aren't actually, like fully in depth into it as it may seem. Because what's required of them is, like, too high. Which, again, can, like, include emotional stress or societal stresses or whatever. But you should be a Sigma male and suck it up and do everything. You must be Sigma. You must Sigma grind set. Okay, there it is. I was trying to read the thing that popped up, but yeah. So, it's fine to give up on passion since a lot of the times what we think are our passions isn't our passion. So yeah, I definitely agree with you there. So, I think we're on the same page with that, but let me, like, elaborate kind of, like, one last time. Right? So, like, what are the acceptable reasons for us to give up on a passion? Right? Because maybe they're not, like, actually our passion, right? And what I'm... So, like, the last kind of final thing that I'm suggesting, right, is that, like, yes, there are times where, like, unfortunately the world kind of kicks our butt and we, like, literally physically cannot pursue our passion because, like, we will be homeless if we try to do so, right? But, right? Like, part of discovering that something may not be your passion can also include, like, oh no. Like, part of that can also include, like, the emotional stresses of needing to pursue that passion. Or even, like, not even emotional, like, just mental stresses, physical stresses. Like, it is mentally straining for me to, like, learn a piece of music. And, like, frankly, you know, I'm just not really feeling that right now because I've been inside for, like, 2 years. And that, like, you know, needing to open a piece of sheet music is just, like, really, really taxing on my mental. So, you know, where the heck? Where the heck? So, like, as someone who like claims willpower above all else, I still kind of understand that, like, learning a piece of sheet music right now would be, like, really, really taxing on me. So I am currently not doing it. So, like, I'm stressing that a reasonable reason that you can give up on a passion is because of those circumstances. Definitely, honestly, thinking about my dad, like, did stop writing to take care of us and focus on other things. Guess it's all about achieving a proper balance. Right, exactly. Like, I can definitely agree with that. Because, like, balance is important. And that balance can also include your mental. Because I think some people don't, like, listen to their mental. You know what I mean? They just, like, kind of keep going. You know, because, like, you're told to keep going. And then you end up being, like 40 and you're stressed out all the time and you're like, cool. Was it worth it? Am I, like, truly happy? Yeah, and that balance is different for everyone, from both a mental and physical perspective. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to suggest. Not everybody has endless willpower, unfortunately. I really wished I could, you know... I really wished I could represent that idea. That kind of, like, being able to, like, being able to persevere is important, right? But again, it's just a balance. That's the thing. And, like, it's a balance, and it's a very complicated balance. Like, you know, you could say some people probably need to push themselves a little more, and some people need to push themselves a little less, but, like, it's very hard to, like, accurately make that decision for everybody. So, maybe it's better to like understand and kind of like, yeah. I actually don't even really know what the correct answer is, because like, it's like, do you push people? Do you not push people? Is it contextual? Like, you know, do you have to have like a deep understanding of like what their situation is in order to like do that, right? Yeah, I guess I'm being biased here, putting my personal experience and me being a quitter, letting that cloud my perspective. Right. Where, like, you kind of wish you continued pursuing the thing, despite the fact that you did. Right? And again, like, it depends on the person, it depends on the balance, and it depends on, like, their thing, right? So it's like, you know, I don't really know if I want to be like life coach rants, you know what I mean? But like, you know, you can sometimes look for opportunities to view that thing. Man, I love debate club. I actually, it's really interesting because I think I don't. So we want to talk about that a little bit. Right? I've been a very, I guess, like, argumentative person for, like, a long time. In the sense that, right? Like, I think I've told people, like, I tend to, like, ask why a lot. And also to, like, I guess interpret that I'm right. I don't know. But, like, I think nothing drives me, like, more nuts, right? Than, like, people not understanding me. Like, that makes me, like, legitimately unhappy. Because, like, people cannot physically, like, understand, like, the thing that I'm trying to explain to them. Which could happen for a number of reasons, but, like, generally this extends to topics like, if I said, like, don't be, like, an ass to people, because that's not very nice. And people, like, literally said, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand. And, like, I try to explain it to them, and they keep going, like, I don't understand. Like, I literally don't get it. And it's like, okay, but, like... I know this sounds weirdly applicable to you, Rance, but, like, I'm saying it's not. The point is that, like... I think I was significantly more argumentative, like, even more so, if you want to believe it, right? Than how I currently, like, how I currently present myself, right? And, like, I don't like that, because, like, if you don't do it correctly, I just feel like you make people angry, right? It's like, I'm not... How am I supposed to stop, or even start for that matter, being a donkey? So, like, I don't know. It just bothers me that, like, the result of arguing, like, a lot of the times does not result in understanding. It results in people being angry. And it's like, it really shouldn't. I don't think that's the point. Like, I don't think the point of arguing is, like, slam dunking your opponent. Which is why, like, I don't know. I guess it's, like, the kind of person that I am. To, like, feel like I understand things and want to, like, share that with people. And I think generally people, like, you know, end up understanding to some point, like, what I'm trying to say. But, like, I think it's a... Like, here's the thing that worries me, right? About, like, being particularly argumentative, is that, like, if stream is supposed to be my comfy time, right? And I constantly feel like I need to be defending myself, or, like, talking or something like that, right? Then, like, I feel like it's a slippery slope, Yeah. Anyways, I have to go home, but real talk, these streams are always interesting. It's always important to hear different perspectives, so I'll say learned quite a bit. So all I'm saying is I'm not angry. Thank you, dude. Yeah, no problem, Rance. I'm just, like... I'm saying that this is, like, a fairly, like, tame environment, right? But I would like you to consider what this would look like if, like, again, like, I'm hyperbolizing here, and there's an entire likelihood that it never gets to that point. But let's say I was moderately popular, and I was in front of an audience of 1,000 people, and I had 250 people yelling at me that, like, no, you should just have infinite willpower. And I'm trying to explain to 250 people why that, like, some people cannot do that. It just becomes out of hand, right? Like, it just doesn't seem like that'd be possible. Right? And then, like, some people might say it's like, well, you don't have to please everybody. Like, some people can just stay mad. And it's like, yeah, but, like, my goal is to not make people mad. Like, I would prefer people just, like, kind of understand and, like, maybe walk away with something. You know? But, like, that's not always possible when you have to discuss, like, things in depth like this. Yeah, for an internet argument / debate, this is, like, very calm, as it should be. Right, and that's the thing, is, like, I think sometimes, right, I have a tendency to, like, actually get mad in these situations. I don't think anyone has seen me, like, be legitimately mad in these situations, but, like, I can get pretty mad. Is what I'm telling you. Like, I'm warning you right now that I can get, like, extremely upset if you, like, blatantly don't understand what I'm telling you. And I'm, like, setting that boundary right now, because I swear to God, chat, there's gonna be a day where I have to explain something to you, like, 7 times, and you're not gonna get it, and you're gonna keep harassing me about it, and I'm going to literally scream your ear out. Like... So, I'm warning you. Honestly, that's a completely normal thing bigger streamers deal with every day. Yes, that is correct. A correct statement, Rance. But, like, you know, what if people just, like, understood things? Right? Huh? Suggestion? And then you go like, that's impossible. There's too many dumb people. And I go like, yeah, I've been dealing with that for the last like 5 years of my life. There's too many stupid people. We can't possibly have all of them understand all the things. And it's like, yeah, dude, I'm stupid. That's the thing. It's funny, I say this all the time. So I don't know if I explained this because of, I mostly get mad when I'm not given a satisfactory reason for something. If people misunderstand me, that's okay. Though I don't like it either. Yeah, that's fair. So, I never really explained this, but also since I guess I, like, broke character, like, 70 million years ago, and that's fine. It's like... So, the joke with me being, like, an airhead or kind of stupid, like, when I started, right, was supposed to be, like, a nod to the fact that, like, I know that I just don't know a lot of things. And I also know that, like, my perspective on things can be, like, very incomplete for a number of reasons. And also that sometimes, like, in these scenarios where someone is trying to get me to understand something, that I, too, also have trouble understanding those things. So I literally, like, threw myself under the bus and just went like, look, man, I'm just dumb sometimes. I get it. Right? So, like, I'm not trying to suggest that, like, the things that I say or, like, the way that I, like, present myself is, like, perfect all the time, because it's not. I'm just saying that, like, we might gain more from understanding sometimes. People are dumb like me. Anyway, I'll end this with, you can scream in my ears, daddy. Keep that in mind. I don't know if I'll... Yeah. So... I think I can do one more run, and then I have a meeting at 5, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, so I have a meeting at 5. I think I can do one more run. I think if people are respectful, then like that's fine. Everyone has a limited perspective. Making it slightly less limited is one of the major points of a proper debate. Yeah, basically. I think I agree with that. I think the other thing too is that, like, you know, like, I say this in like perspective to ideas that are like blatantly false or incorrect, right? Like things that are factually wrong, right? Sometimes. Is that like, I don't know, even with like factual stuff, sometimes there's interpretation involved, right? But like sometimes it's less about the idea and like the reason why the idea is happening, or like whatever greater insight there is based on the idea and not the idea itself, which I think is also important. Like needing to explain the value of art to one of my, I'm gonna say like close friends, was like very difficult for me. Because even one time I explained like, I don't know, this kind of like still bothers me a little bit, but like I was suggesting that like my struggle with art was like suffering, because I do legitimately feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've been in pain a lot when I have tried to do art. Again, like due to comparison or like where I feel like I think I should be and like understanding and all that stuff, but they were like, I feel like suffering, or the like describing it as suffering is a bit dramatic, and it's like, well, you know, suffering to me. I feel suffering when I practice art. Got it. Yeah. I don't know if I explained this either, but like when I was in music school, kind of one of the big problems, right, was like I had like back issues. So like I legitimately couldn't practice at a piano for more than like half an hour a day without causing like crippling back pain. So like you can imagine that my practice in like a post-secondary institution, where like the degree I was expected was very physically taxing on me. Describing it as suffering may be dramatic, but it's drama, not also art. I mean, like, that is like a way of saying it. But I guess what I'm saying is I can like literally physically point to like things that are like me suffering while practicing art. So for music, it was literally like physical suffering to like practice to the degree that was required for me to like be okay at my instrument. And like, yeah, I had to like go to like physiotherapy. Some people might not even have access to physiotherapy, so like, you know, that's a problem for them. But like, I literally physically suffered to study piano. Not including mental strain. That's like one example. I mean, you know, I don't know. I think it's weird to go like, and here are all the reasons why I was suffering. And it's like, well, doesn't that make you sad? It's like, kind of, but like, you know. I don't know what else to say. um... Basically, we described it as effort. Effort has to go in. This one's gonna be like extremely fast. I guess I can do another one. Weird. I thought it went by like way faster than I thought it would.
안녕하세요. 세리아 키르민이라고 해요.
Oh. This is a login reward. I see. Man, I'm so close to getting my mythic on different, or I should say, so close to getting my mythic on my elementalist, because that's where I want to get it on. After I finish all the weeklies, I think I should have it. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so there should actually be raids. Which is 120 plus 50 is 170. Plus I can clear these. 170 plus 240. Should be enough to actually finish this. That's cool. So I should actually have that done by tomorrow. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We didn't do the... Oh, wait, we did. I was gonna say we didn't do the Remnants of Chaos today, but we did. Oh... Man, I'm tired. I'm just tired, man. I have to go to this meeting. I don't know how well this thing is gonna work out, really. What is the date today? Tuesday? Jeez. I also have a submission for tonight. I wish I was tired. That's fair, boy. But when I say tired, I mean, like, exhausted, I guess. Like, I don't think I could go back to sleep. I mean, like, I don't know how I'm gonna have the mental ability to do the things I have to do today. Huh. Maybe we just chill for a bit. Maybe I could show you my Master Duel deck. I can play one game of Master Duel and not change the title, because it's fine. I'll play one game of Master Duel. Wow, the CCV for this stream was wild. I say wild, but like interesting. What was I doing? I guess turning on the music. Where's music? Maybe we'll clean up the tavern as well. real quick. Clean up the tavern real fast. And we can play a singular game of Master Duel. Okay. I think we had JV join us today. So let's do that. There's JV. From here. Put a stamp on the DFO stream. And then going into Friday, we will be playing. We will play. We're playing Monster Hunter on Friday. Let's save this and close it. The game Master Duel. I have to. Do I have a sound on in this game? Here's how to do. Why is that so small? Oh, because the resolution is small. There we go. Keep the keyboard up so we can see the Yu-Gi-Oh! APM. You're right, I should hide the keyboard. I guess what I could do is... There's unfortunately no keybinds for Duel Links. Or not Duel Links, Master Duel. I don't know about this one. This one seems kind of sus. So we need to not get Ash Blossoms, because if we do, that's real bad. Or Imperm. Could also get Impermed here. Max C has been called. How about you, Max C this Ash Blossom? Do I just have the sound effects off in the audio mixer? It's okay. I just forget that Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have any mulligans. Yeah. It would just, like, make things too consistent. I got a Veilered. That's bad. We have been stopped. And then they passed. I don't know if this is Eldritch or something. We are going to continue trying to go about our day. I don't think I can do anything like super big or impressive, so we're just gonna try like shuffling away their stuff. We're just gonna like not let that one resolve. Then we're gonna try shuffling these two. What is this? Ranged Dragon's Prison. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your field, but its effects are negated. You can banish one monster from both players' fields that have the same type as each other. You can only activate this one per turn. I see. I suppose my thing is being gotten rid of. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Oh, what? Oh, because it only shuffled one thing. Whoops. That's interesting. I mean, that was a very bizarre game. Didn't involve enough clicking. Kind of sucked. Having two messenger lottos in my hand is like hyper bad. Oh, true Draco heritage. I have no idea what this is. What is this? What am I playing against? Cute. Okay, let us try playing the game. What is this? Oh, they don't have an extra deck. All those monsters are faceable in the field except tribute summon monsters. During your end phase, if you control no tribute summon monsters, send this to the graveyard. Sheesh. So there's an interesting tech for this that I learned the other day that I don't think will come up, but I can hope. So the card Forbidden Droplet lets you send cards from your field or hand to the graveyard. So what you can do is you can activate an effect and then send that thing to the graveyard so that it gets around effects like this. but we probably lose. This is effectively skill drain, and it is very strong versus me. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna assume we're losing. And not deal with that, because I don't think we have the tools. I just want to be able to do my thing, man. It'll look way cooler. I think I should maybe search for a thing first. Magdalene probably would have been better here. Ah. We found it though. Very powerful. So now we're kind of doing it now. We're kind of doing stuff. I can't wait to like do all these things and then get memed on anyways. Yesterday, actually, I was trying to I was trying to play this deck on my laptop while I was lying down in my bed, and I almost timed out. There was literally 1 second left on the clock before I timed out. And they give you some time when your turn starts, but like on my opponent's turn there was 1 second left, and luckily when it came to my turn you get like a 180-second grace period, but it was real close. I even still had to activate a bunch of things on my own turn, and I was like, oh no. Oh god. So I think we want Salon? Not sure. Chateau is another special summon, but I don't actually think we need another special summon. Get Chateau. Just cuz. Get second Messenger Lotto Boy. I'm gonna try something that I actually don't know if it works. Which is, I'm gonna do this maybe actually. But I'm gonna link off these and see if it works to shuffle them back and then summon. Because I don't think I've tried this before. Basically, I don't know if this, like, the shuffle effect resolves before this triggers. Oh, I think it does. Nice. Oh, I didn't get it because I missed the timing. Dang, that's unlucky. I think maybe if I got, so if I got Ticket there, I could have summoned off of Ticket. And then summoned off of this, I would have 2 4-stars to overlay. And then this could have found Salon. I guess if I had 2 summons, I could get 2 Messengeladas and then get Salon and Promenade. Now I don't have the 4-star overlay, or rank 4, I should say. What you got, opponent? What you got for me? Imperm? What are you imperming? This card? Okay. You got it, dude. Nice imperm my sister. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna fly. What else you got for me? What is this? Elemental hero? I have no idea what that could possibly mean, and I also don't want to know. I'm gonna just not deal with that. I don't know what that is. Are you joking? Alright, cool, man. You got it. Nice. Nice, dude. You got it. Nice double E emergency call. Not once per turn. Well, we might have some problems here. Stratos. I don't know what Stratos does. What is this? Sure. Looks like my opponent is going to have 2 elemental heroes. Destroy spell trap cards on the field up to the number of hero monsters you control except this card. Add a hero to your deck. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Am I playing against actual factual elemental heroes? I'm 2 minutes away from this meeting that I'm supposed to be at, And here I am playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, I maybe should have read that. Okay, we're gonna hope this does something. Please do something. I think they have another Stratos in their hand and still have a normal summon, so I don't know if that does something. Okay. Nice Stratos. Just let my teammates know that I'll be there in a sec. What is this? Negate the effects of basic monsters while your opponent controls them. Once per turn, you can target one monster, equip that. Gains attack equal to half thing equip. Well, that does not say it is indestructible. So what we are going to do here is we are going to Raigeki and hopefully win the game. Please get that thing off the field. Please. Thank you. Nice. Hey, let's go. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win. Good enough for me. I think that's what the record was. 2-1. Yeah. 4 wins away from plat 4. Alright, cool. I don't know, I just wanted to chill out because I was already tired and then needing to talk is hard sometimes. Okay, so we already updated the tavern. If you stuck around, I'll say thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hanging out, having fun, I hope. I hope it's fun. And, yeah. That's gonna be it. I'm streaming Manhunt on Friday, which should hopefully be fun. And, yeah. See you all next time. Have a good one. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you later. Goodbye.